I offer my pranam to the great Swamis that are with us, and my adoration to the illustrious leaders in education and different fields of life, and to our great leaders in our transcendental meditation movement, the global country of world peace, and all of you assembled here who have come from 139 countries, from different walks of life, different ages, different interests on the surface level, with one interest on the deepest level of life, and that is to enliven that which manages the entire universe and can maintain it in perfect order. We have received with the blessings of the holy Vedic tradition through Gurudev and His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, a simple knowledge, simple technology that all have experienced in this hall, and they know that it guides them to the self, to the ultimate being that they are, and gives them happiness, balance, health, better behavior. And now, having achieved this in our own personal life, we want to share it with others as our sense of self expands from the limits of what we call our body and mind to reach the self of everything and everyone, and know that everyone is that infinite and bounded reality, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahm, and that wholeness of life that we experience and that we know can have different ways and levels of understanding, deciding, and making life on the level of nations, on the level of the international community, either be peaceful, harmonious, or having issues and conflicts as we recently feel in the world today. And knowing that this is also ourself, that every part of our life, every part of the life of everyone is part of our extended self, we know that we can go back to that self through this simple technology of consciousness. And as we enliven it together, it becomes harmonious and gets enlivened and gets purified and settles down to create peace and harmony, so people can see the wholeness of life and make decisions that maintain it in the direction of evolution towards a life that can be perfect. We have in our physiology all the Veda. We know it. We are Veda, has been said, Vedoham, and has usually been understood on the philosophical level or on the intellectual level, on the inspirational level. And Maharishi said, no, not only on those levels, even our physical body, our physical structure is made of Veda. And this is how we have come to know that the structure and function of the Vedic literature is the blueprint that actually builds our physiology. Like you have an architectural design that is on a paper, and then you have a building. In this case, the architectural design is the Veda, and the building is our own human physiology. So we are thinking, walking, talking Veda. And when some things inside our structure get disrupted, then we don't express the full value of the totality of natural law, which Maharishi explains is the constitution of the universe. The Vedic sounds have been cognized by the Rishi. They are the laws of nature that manage the entire universe and maintain it in perfect order. And for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. And that is the balance of the infinite, unbounded, perfect organizing power of natural law. And those sounds of the Veda, therefore, are the dynamics that create everything in the universe, including our body, the planets, the stars, the galaxies, and the entire universe. And when we attune ourselves with those sounds, even on the level of the sound value, we get waves of balance and harmony that spread in the universe. And that is how our great pundits perform their chantings, their sounds, their vibrations. They are on many levels. On some levels, it's poetry. On some levels, it's philosophy. On some levels, it is prayer. On different levels, there are different aspects of manifestation. On the most profound scientific level, they can be all of this at the same time and described as being any of this at the same time. But the mechanics by which they function is that they enliven the laws of nature. They enliven the dynamics that maintain the universe in proper order. It's like when you have a symphony and then some musicians are not playing along very well, then you want to tune them and you want to attune them and connect them. And then you have a beautiful symphony of life. And that is what those sounds create from the field of pure being, from the field of the managing intelligence of the entire universe, which is within ourselves. This is why the pundits, to be most effective, they transcend, they go deep within, and then their sounds, their vibrations happen on the most profound level. It's like being in the depths of the ocean and stirring the ocean, and the whole ocean is stirred. Whereas if you are on the surface wave level, you can project a thought, you can try to have something, and it might have some effect, but it's not the same as when you transcend the surface and act from the level of the ocean. And that's what we are doing. We are doing our collective practice, which just by transcending enlivens natural law everywhere, and then on the surface, experience and expression level, the pundits, when they chant those sounds of the Veda, then those sounds carry very far and create the effect in a powerful way. So we have been in this assembly having Yoga and Yajna at the same time, in the most complete way, as prescribed, as demonstrated, as brought to light by His Holiness Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, from the Vedic tradition of masters, enlivened, awakened, made simple, so that all of us from all countries around the world can participate in making our world better. And the goals of our meetings together have been tremendous, and their greatness is mostly exemplified in the presence of the great Swamis that we have with us today, and their desire and intent that this becomes permanent and that it will enliven natural law forever from the depths of the infinite organizing power of life, infinite organizing power of the laws of nature. So our success is in creating the impulse, and we bow down to the great Swamis that we have and look forward to seeing through the Vedic tradition and the Vedic knowledge, peace, harmony, and Ram Raj, the reign of Ram, which is the reign of wholeness, of Brahman, where everyone feels fulfilled, everyone, no matter what is their background, no matter what is their occupation, They are living in an enlightened state, and that is the main aspect of life, where the main aspect of life is not just what profession you do, whether you have a simple profession, maybe driving a car, maybe being in agriculture, maybe being in medicine, maybe being in engineering, or whatever function in arts and science and profession one has. These are just simple outer aspects of performance. What is really important is how you live it, how you experience it, how you are in it. It doesn't matter your background, your gender, your origin, your philosophy, your knowledge, and even your beliefs. As long as you are in touch with yourself, your deep self, you are in touch with the infinite organizing power of natural law. And you can live harmony and bliss and happiness. And that is what happens in the reign of Ram, when all aspects of life are enriched, where everyone is allowed to live enlightenment and then perform their action as a simple performance of kind of almost entertainment rather than being the primary purpose of life. Primary purpose of life is develop consciousness, grow in higher states of consciousness, and the rest will be added onto you. So that is what we are doing here. And again, my heart is full of gratitude for all of you, and in particular for the Swamijis that we have with us. I bow down to you and express my pranam and gratitude. All glory to the Vedic tradition, all glory to Gurudev and Maharishi, all glory to the great saints that we have with us. Namaste.